living it at all. I was far away from it. But what happened was a family emergency happened. I was living out in LA, I want to say 2013, 2014, and a family emergency happened that called me back home, called me back here to Northern Virginia. And I come back here and I essentially have to kind of be the man of the house for a little while. But I was very much a boy disguised as a man. And I was still going out. I moved back here and I was linking up with my buddies back here and still doing the same thing over and over again. And then one day, my father, he had a small study in our home. He had a small cot and bed and study, and he would spend hours in there. And one day I don't know what brought me, I can't recall why I was looking in his closet, but I just remember I was looking through his closet. I was scurrying around in there trying to find something, and a small plastic rosary caught my eye. And it was not an impressive one of the small plastic ones you get from like your first communion or something like that. And anyway, it caught my eye, and I grab it and I start holding it. And I'm just kind of twisting the beads between my fingers, and I'm looking at it, and something came over me and was like, I want to pray this rosary. The only problem was I didn't really know how. I understood, the Hail Marys, and I knew the decades, but I didn't have a really good grasp on it. So I look back in my father's closet, and tucked in the back there is a pamphlet that says how to pray the rosary. So I'm like, all right, that'll do. And I grabbed that, and it's one of those trifold pamphlets, and it's wrinkled and torn a little bit. It's been used. And so I grabbed that pamphlet, and I set it down on one side of the bed, and then I grabbed my rosary, put it down right next to it, and I kneel on this little cot in my father's study, and I pray it. And I pray it for really the first time, I couldn't even remember. And it took me about 45 minutes because I kept having to go back and forth, looking at each mystery and the small scripture below each one. But I got through it, and it was a moment. Little did I know it was a spark that would grow into a flame for my faith. But that was the moment that started that got me. Our Lady, she called to me to bring me back to her son.
Yeah, she's doing that. Mm-hmm. I find it interesting. That's what happened to me. It was through her. It wasn't Jesus directly. He's sending her